Hi, this is a very easy and powerful build order for Vanguard faction in Stormgate. It can be used against all factions, but it works best against Infernals. So, as you know, Stormgate allows you to gather resources by clearing out creep camps and capturing Luminite and Ethereum nodes, as well as just getting money directly from killing creeps. Vanguard also happens to be the best faction for aggressive map control, since your units benefit the most from creeps. You also get veterancy for each unit, which makes your army overall stronger. The goal of this build order is to take early map control and then just pressure your opponent. You can go for an all-in, or you can later on expand to your second base while having a formidable army and 100% map control. Start off by building one worker and barracks. Don't forget to use the overcharge so that your workers build faster. Build your workers until you have 12 at Luminite and always keep that number. You can also scout with your first dog to see what your opponent is doing. For now, just keep building your lancers. You need at least 2 for speed camps and 3 for observation camps. Pay attention to how you micro your units and make sure you don't lose lancers. Just treat the injured guys so that the creeps change their target fire and then come back again. You can always heal one of them with a small healing flower that is often located around most creep camps. Keep in mind that the number of creep camps vary between maps. On some maps there are no speed camps, and this makes this build order slightly worse. After you clear your first creep camp, add second barracks and start producing more workers. Rally them at Ethereum. You'll need that for your EXOS. Build around 4 to 5 workers, and that should be enough. Around that time, add biokinetic slab, and if your map has speed camps, you can also add third barracks. If not, just keep producing lancers for now until you have around 6 or 7 of them. While you wait for your first EXOS, clear out energy and health camps to regenerate and then go for the first big Luminite camp. You don't really need extra Ethereum, but you can clear it out later in case your opponent's defense is too strong and you cannot break it with your first attack. When you have built around 5 EXOS, queue an upgrade for them at Biolab. At this point, you should have a nice army of 6 to 8 Lancers, 5-6 EXOS, a dog and 3 barracks. If your map has lots of creep camps, add 4th barracks, if not just produce more EXOS from 3 RAX you have already. When the upgrade finishes, attack your opponent and hopefully win the game. If you cannot break your opponent at first try, make sure you don't lose your EXOS and disengage. If your opponent is not taking his third base, you are still in a good spot, providing you kept your army alive. Just continue clearing out different camps to gain extra veterancy and resources. At this stage, you can also try to expand. Build your second base and an upgrade to your command center. With stored energy, you can give out veterancy to your units. Prioritize Lancers as they get extra armor and more HP with each level. When it comes to fighting, just make sure you are not losing too many units, especially EXOS. You can trade out Lancers, it's fine, but not EXOS. Make sure you always have a path to retreat and heal your forces at the healing camp. If you already expanded, you can also add some medics into the army composition for the healing power. This build order works perfectly against Infernals because their army composition is usually worse and your army should be significantly stronger unless you are fighting on creep. There are 2 ways for an Infernal player to counter your build order. First, they can go for Hellborns. If you face them, remember they do splash damage, so you need to split your EXOS against them. Another way is building Magmadons. They can tank a lot of shots and hits, but they are too slow to catch the kiting EXOS, so unless you get sandwiched, you can easily kite your opponent. The last problem could be drops, but since you produce a lot of units at home, it should be enough to counter any drop play with Bob's Overcharge and upcoming units from the RAX. And that's it. I hope you'll be able to excel with this build order. It helps you improve your microcontrol and multitasking, while not being too complicated for a new player in this beautiful game. If you have any questions left, leave them in the comments and I'll try to help you as much as I can. Thank you for watching, see you next time with more Stormgate content on this channel.